who is your favorite buy low candidate, Heath? I'll get one favorite buy low, one favorite sell high from both of you. Heath, who's your favorite buy low?
It's really tough to know like which performances people cared about from the elite players, but I would be trying to see if someone was a little bit discouraged by Nick Chubb and the fact that he had a touchdown stolen by Dontrell Hilliard, because he really dominated running back touches in this game, and I fully expect he's going to be the top 7 or 8 running back that we all thought he was going to be.
Okay, Nick Chubb. And Ben, how about you? Who's your favorite buy low?
Definitely like the Chubb call. I moved him up based on that week 1 performance, even though he wasn't very productive. My guy will be Miles Sanders. He got rush attempts on the first and third carries of the game for the Eagles. So he was in and involved right away. In the past, in these types of game scripts, because the Eagles were behind 17-0 early and 20-7 at halftime, you would see Darren Sproles play a lot of snaps and run a lot of routes. Sproles was involved a little bit, but it's notable that in that type of script, Sanders played the most running back snaps by a lot and ran the most routes, ran 16 routes. Sproles ran, I believe, 9 and Howard 8, Jordan Howard 8, or vice versa, but they combined for 17 and Sanders ran 16. He played about half the snaps in this game. He also got their 2 closest running back rush attempts, two carries from the 3-yard line, and had a 21-yard rushing TD called back. His final line, 12 touches, 27 yards, does not show how good of a sign this first game was. They were playing him early. They were playing him often. Jordan Howard only had 3 touches until late in the game when the Eagles had regained the lead and had a 29-20 lead and put together like a 15-play drive. And Howard got 5 more touches on that drive to finish with 8 touches. And Howard might be the salt-away running back guy based on that, but I was really surprised to see Sanders already getting inside the 5-yard line touches. That's where I would have thought that Howard would have got touches, kind of a veteran deference thing to start the season. Sanders already getting those touches, already running the most routes on the team, even though he wasn't targeted as much as Sproles or Howard, but the routes are a really good indication that he'll be involved in the pass game, and already playing the most snaps. Absolute favorite buy low this week.
Nick Chubb for Heath, Miles Sanders for Ben, and I'll continue that theme. I know Ben's going to talk about how this is, it takes a little while for rookies to get into the swing of things. It just does, especially running backs and David Montgomery. I mean, we talked about it on Friday after the Thursday night opener. I think David Montgomery is a good buy low. I don't know if you're going to get immediate dividends, so hopefully you don't have to start him if you trade for him. But I think eventually the time is going to come for David Montgomery. He's the most complete back in that backfield. And, yeah, I look forward to seeing what they do going forward. I think they'll be playing with the lead more, obviously. I expect them. I still think they're going to win the division. So Miles Sanders, David Montgomery, Nick Chubb, 3 running backs you can buy low on. I'm going to ask you guys for your favorite sell high candidate after this quick break on Fantasy Football Today.
Hey, I can't see you guys.
Oh, we look great.
No, I can't see anybody. Just the CS logo. Just a black screen and your little user logo for you guys. Okay. There. Can't see Heath though. Okay. Or maybe more in the front was something that helped. Is this helping at all with the? Is this being on the screen an issue? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
All right. I'm just letting you two know we're definitely going to have to go fast through some segments here. I knew I overproduced the show, but bad. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So you got some buy lows before the break. Let's come back with some sell highs here. I'll go to Ben first. Ben, who's your favorite sell high candidate after 1 week?
It's Mark Ingram. I played him some in DFS, and I wasn't on him at all this offseason, but he was a great play in week 1. I totally, I'm not trying to say that what he did was fluky. It was a great setup. It was the perfect script for him. But he got 5 rush attempts in the green zone. Last year's team league high was the Saints. Most green zone rush attempts. That's inside the 10-yard lines. High value scoring opportunities. The Saints led the league last year, averaged 3.4 per game. Ingram got 5 against the Dolphins. Gus Edwards got 4. The Ravens had 9 in week 1 opportunities. And again, the league leader last year, 3.4. We're probably going to see them more, even if they are very, very efficient offense all year long, more in the 3 to 4 per week range. The fact that he split those opportunities with Gus Edwards is the more notable thing for me. Both drives where he scored rushing touchdowns, Gus Edwards got a rush attempt in the 10-yard zone, the green zone, before Ingram scored. And just as easily, Gus Edwards could have got into the end zone before Ingram came on and got those TDs. So very interesting note there that when those opportunities come down, when the Ravens offense isn't as good, he might not have as many scoring opportunities. And then more particularly, we saw again from Lamar Jackson, the same thing as last year. He doesn't throw to the running backs. He's going to scramble if he needs to, or he's going to throw the ball down the field. No running backs got targets except for, I believe, their fullback. So Ingram, great game in week 1, but a great time to also see what you can get for him, because going forward, probably not going to be able to score twice in every game, and probably not going to get enough receiving work to be super valuable.
Can I just wait? Can I wait until after he plays Arizona and the Chiefs and then sell him?
Yeah, I mean, that works too.
Because he might score 2 times this week and next week.
Yeah, I honestly had not looked at his next 2 matchups. I don't have him anywhere. I didn't draft him anywhere, but that's fair. Maybe we should save this for week 3.
But it's a good point. I mean, all right. So Mark Ingram for Ben. How about you, Heath? Who's your favorite sell high?
We're just only talking about running backs today, because I'm going to talk about the guy 1 spot ahead of Mark Ingram in the week 1 standings. Marlon Mack had 22 yards on 8 carries in the first half of this game, picked up over 50% of his rush production in terms of yards, and his only touchdown on 2 third-quarter rush attempts. Once again, 0 targets, no involvement in the pass game. I'm just scared, just as scared as I was before this game, and I'm hopeful that this performance made somebody think, oh, he's going to be fine. He could still be a top 15 running back, and I'm selling him to them.
Yeah, I had the Colts. I don't know what to make of them. Maybe Jacoby Brissett's going to have a good year, and if he does, then Marlon Mack and T.Y. Hilton, look, I guess you could sell high. They're both coming off great games, but maybe they can be a lot better than I thought they were going to be. So I'm a little bit hesitant to sell. It's possible that they have a good quarterback. I don't think he's going to be a great quarterback, but if he's a good quarterback with that offensive line, I think Mack and Hilton are going to be close to must-start guys. I don't think they're going to be like tremendous players, but I think they're going to be close to must-start.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
You could sell high and him still be close to must-start, and it'd be a good decision.
So what would you look for? Like, you're not going to get Nick Chubb for Marlon Mack. What would you try to get for Marlon Mack? Gurley?
Oh, I'd love Gurley. That'd be huge.
I would love to get Diggs or Thielen, who I think are also buy low targets. Yes, the Vikings only threw 10 times in week 1. That was the 3rd lowest pass attempt total in the last decade, which is like, I think it's, if you think about the number of games teams play, there's 256 games in a year. That's thousands of games. That was the 3rd lowest pass attempt total. Last year, the Seahawks threw the fewest pass attempts in the previous 5 seasons over the last 5 seasons. They averaged about 27.6, I believe it was, pass attempts per game. The Vikings aren't going to throw 10 pass attempts every game, is my point. They're going to jump back up. If anyone's panicking on Thielen or Diggs, those 10 pass attempts was just one of the biggest statistical anomalies of week 1. They're still going to have a concentrated pass tree, and we expected Thielen and Diggs to be able to produce.
Yeah, my audio dropped. What keeps happening? I don't understand why this is happening, like once or twice a show. No, it's weird. It's like I just don't. Yes, actually, we do need to call back because I can't get my call recorder up now. But when we come back, we just pick it up from Ben saying I'd pick up Diggs or Thielen.
Cool. I'll do that a lot quicker this time.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Janita. Sorry. Looks like you can see my. All right, 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Yeah. All right. I am mic checking here. 1 2. I am mic checking. Okay. All right, Ben. You can start it up. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. What about Stefon Diggs and Adam Thielen? I mean, those are guys I would grab or try to acquire from Marlon Mack. The Vikings only threw 10 pass attempts in week 1. That's crazy. It's the third fewest in a single game over the last decade, which is, we're talking about thousands of games over that span. We always expected these guys to be high target share guys in a low volume passing offense, and nothing we learned in week 1 really changes that. The Seahawks last year threw the fewest pass attempts in the last 5 seasons. They averaged, I think it was 27.6 per game, in the high 20s. The Vikings at 10 pass attempts in week 1 was one of the biggest statistical anomalies of week 1. They'll still be a low volume team. I mean, it's a big indication they want to run, but they'll probably throw 3 times as much most weeks. So Thielen and Diggs, we didn't really learn anything that changed their value other than just the Vikings didn't need to throw at all in week 1.